Have you ever walked through your garden at dusk and felt like something magical was just missing? A little glow here, a soft twinkle there, that gentle kind of light that makes everything feel alive, even in the dark. Well, you're not alone. After seeing how much you all adored our last lighting ideas, I just knew I had to bring you more. But this time we're going even smarter, even cheaper, and even more creative. You won't believe how simple these hacks are. And best of all, most of them use items you probably already have at home. Welcome back to Timeless Garden, my darling space for soulful, budget-friendly garden magic. If you're new here, you're in for something truly special, and if you've been with me for a while, you already know this is where ordinary things become extraordinary. So grab a cup of something warm, settle in, and let's turn your nighttime garden into a place of wonder. And if you enjoy ideas that make your garden shine, quite literally, don't forget to like this video, share it with your fellow garden lovers, and subscribe for more inspiring ideas every single week. Now let's light up the garden, one beautiful idea at a time. Hack 1. Solar Chandelier, made from an old hanging basket. Who says chandeliers are only for dining rooms? With just a few simple tweaks, you can turn an old wire hanging basket into a breathtaking solar chandelier for your garden. Start with a basket-style planter, the kind lined with coconut fiber or moss. Flip it upside down, and use twine, chains or sturdy rope to hang it from a tree branch, pergola, or garden hook. Now here's the genius part. Take 3 to 5 small solar stake lights, remove the stakes, and glue or tie them evenly around the base of the basket, which is now facing downward. As night falls, the lights will softly illuminate in a circle, casting dappled shadows on the ground below, like something out of a garden fairy tale. You can even weave in trailing vines, faux greenery, or old crystal beads for extra sparkle. It's chic, it's atmospheric, and it costs almost nothing to make. Hack 2. Glow-in-the-dark pebble pathways. Imagine walking through your garden at night, with a soft, dreamy trail, lighting your every step. No wires, no batteries, just pure charm. That's the beauty of glow-in-the-dark pebbles. These tiny stones are charged by sunlight during the day, then softly glow once evening falls. They're affordable, weather-resistant, and so easy to use. Simply mix them into your garden paths, outline your stepping stones, or scatter them along the edges of beds and borders. Some gardeners even tuck them into the crevices of stone walls, or the rims of pots for an unexpected pop of light. Want to take it a step further? Use them to create glowing designs, swirls, stars, hearts, or even spell out little words in your gravel or soil. It adds personality and a bit of playful mystery to your garden. The best part, they're completely solar powered, maintenance free, and kid safe. Just lay them down and let the sun and time do the rest. Hack 3. Mason jar lanterns with fairy lights. Sometimes, the most ordinary things hold the most extraordinary charm. Like a simple mason jar, with a few fairy lights and a bit of creativity, you can turn these humble jars into glowing lanterns that add instant enchantment to any garden space. Start with clear or lightly tinted mason jars. The older and more worn the better. Fill each one with a short strand of battery-operated or solar fairy lights. If you're using solar, just be sure the lid has a small panel, or glue a mini solar light into the top yourself. Now here's where it gets fun. Hang them from trees, using wire or twine. Line them up on a garden wall, or place them in clusters at the base of larger plants. You can even sit them on steps or tables for that flickering firefly-like glow. Want to elevate the look even more? Drop in a bit of moss, sand or pressed dried flowers before adding the lights. It gives each jar a storybook feel, like a little world inside. It's rustic, it's romantic, and it takes almost no time to pull together. Hack 4. Tin can lanterns with punched patterns. This one is as nostalgic as it is beautiful. All you need are a few empty tin cans, from beans, tomatoes, or soup, and you can create magical lanterns that look like they came straight out of a countryside garden party. Start by cleaning the cans thoroughly and removing any labels. Then fill each can with water and freeze it. This trick helps keep the shape sturdy while you punch your design. Once frozen, use a small nail and hammer to gently tap in little holes, creating stars, spirals, hearts or whatever pattern you love. Don't worry about perfection. The more handmade it looks, the more charm it adds. Once done, let the ice melt, dry the cans, and then either leave them as is for a rustic silver shine, or spray paint them in soft, matte tones like sage green, ivory, or dusty rose. Drop in a tea light, or LED candle, and watch as the light flickers through the tiny holes, casting delicate shadows all around. Line them up on stairs, hang them from shepherd's hooks, or scatter them through your garden beds, for a soft, romantic glow. It's recycling at its finest, and you'll be amazed at the cozy warmth they bring to your outdoor space. Hack 5. Wine bottle torches for a chic garden glow. If you've got a few empty wine bottles lying around, don't toss them. They're about to become your garden's new favorite lighting feature. To create this elegant DIY torch, start by cleaning the bottle and removing any labels. You'll need a wick, some torch fuel, like citronella oil, and a metal coupling or reducer, available at most hardware stores to hold the wick in place at the bottle's opening. Fill the bottle about 3/4 full with fuel. Insert the wick, and you've got yourself a sleek, glowing garden torch. The flame is soft and steady, perfect for evening dinners or quiet moments under the stars. Want to go a step further? Cluster a few bottles in a rustic wooden crate, mount them on a wall using simple brackets, or line them up along a path or fence. If you use citronella oil, they'll help keep mosquitoes away too. Beauty and function, all in one flickering flame. There's something effortlessly stylish about this hack. A little Paris cafe, a little backyard escape, and all made from something you'd normally throw away. Hack 6. Teacup lights for whimsy and warmth. There's something so comforting about a vintage teacup, delicate, familiar, and quietly elegant. And when turned into tiny garden lights, they add the perfect storybook touch to your outdoor space. Start with any old teacups you no longer use. Mismatched ones from the thrift store work beautifully. 2. Add a tea light, or small LED candle inside, and place them strategically throughout your garden, on small shelves, tucked into flower beds, or grouped on outdoor tables. Want to take it up a notch? Use waterproof solar tea lights, so they charge during the day and light up automatically at dusk. You can even glue the cup to its saucer, and mount it on a short garden stake or copper pipe for a standing light feature. They look especially magical during twilight, glowing gently among leaves and petals, like something out of a garden fairy tale. It's a lovely way to reuse delicate pieces that might otherwise be forgotten, and every time you see them flicker, it feels like a quiet little nod to the past. Hack 7. Ladder light stand for vertical illumination. If you have an old wooden ladder stashed away somewhere, even one that's a bit wobbly or weathered, it can become a stunning vertical lighting feature in your garden. Simply stand the ladder against a wall, tree or fence, or secure it upright in a garden bed. Then wrap warm white fairy lights around the rungs and sides, weaving in a bit of faux greenery, vines or even dried flowers for that extra rustic flair. For a layered look, you can also place small potted plants or lanterns on the steps, allowing the light to softly spill over each level. The result? A glowing dimensional focal point that pulls the eye upward and adds structure to your space, especially lovely in a corner that feels a bit forgotten. You can even hang solar jars, mini string lights, or repurpose tin lanterns from each rung to really maximize the effect. It's cozy, unexpected, and totally transforms a simple item into a vertical garden statement. Hack 8. Mirror reflected garden lights. For double the glow, this one's a hidden gem. Literally, by placing small mirrors strategically behind garden lights, you can instantly double the light without adding a single extra bulb. Use old framed mirrors, mirrored tiles, or even pieces from a broken vanity. Tuck them behind lanterns, hang them near fairy lights, or lean them subtly against fences or garden walls, where they'll reflect existing light sources. The effect? A soft shimmering illusion that makes your garden feel fuller, brighter and more layered, especially magical in smaller spaces or tucked away corners. You don't need large mirrors to make an impact, either. Just a few small well-placed pieces can reflect flickering candles or warm string lights to create a dreamy ambiance. Plus, during the day, they bounce sunlight around, and visually open up the space. It's light meets illusion, with just the right dash of mystery. Hack 9. Hanging light bulb terrariums. If you've ever seen a vintage-style Edison bulb, you already know how beautiful their shape is. Now imagine that same silhouette, not glowing with wires, but filled with soft moss, pebbles, and tiny fairy lights. That's the charm of hanging light bulb terrariums. You can find hollow decorative bulbs at craft stores, or reuse old light bulbs by carefully removing the inner parts. Wear gloves and be cautious if going the DIY route. Once hollow, fill each bulb with small natural elements, a bit of moss, sand, dried lavender, or even a tiny succulent clipping, and slip in a strand or two of micro fairy lights. Tie some jute twine or thin wire around the top, and hang them from branches, pergolas, or hooks at varying heights. They catch the light during the day, and softly glow at night, looking like little floating orbs of wonder. It's an unexpected twist that brings a soft, enchanted vibe to any corner of the garden. And because they're so lightweight, you can cluster them or scatter them around with ease. Hack 10. Firefly fences with string light jars. If you've ever wished you could bottle up fireflies and keep them dancing all night, this is the next best thing. Grab a handful of clear jars, mason jars, jam jars, or any small glass containers with lids will do. Fill each one with a small coil of warm white string lights, or micro fairy lights, battery operated or solar if you prefer a no-fuss glow. Now line them up along your garden fence, hanging them from hooks, brackets, or even sturdy nails. The magic happens when the sun goes down. Each jar sparkles, like it's holding its own little swarm of fireflies, casting a soft, playful light that instantly warms up your entire fence line. You can customize the look by wrapping twine around the lids, adding pressed flowers inside, or painting the glass with frosted patterns. It's personal, peaceful, and such an easy way to light up your garden's edges with warmth and character. This final touch creates a feeling, not just a look, the kind of quiet glow that lingers in memory long after the lights go out. And there you have it. Love 10 genius lighting hacks that are not only easy and affordable, but add real magic to your garden. With just a few recycled pieces, some soft glimmers, and a little imagination, your outdoor space can feel like something straight out of a dream. Which idea was your favorite? Or better yet, which one are you going to try this weekend? I'd truly love to hear all about it in the comments. Your creativity is what makes this space so special. If this video lit up your day just a little, give it a thumbs up, and share it with someone who could use a little garden inspiration too. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to Timeless Garden, where we turn simple things into beautiful moments, one idea at a time. Until next time, stay grounded, stay inspired, and let your garden glow.